Is this the beginning of a full-scale regional war, or is it a calculated show of force designed to reshape the balance of power in the Middle East? Tensions have exploded after U.S. President Donald Trump issued a stark warning. Attacks on Iran will continue until Washington achieves its objectives. In a fiery statement, Trump also vowed to avenge the deaths of 3 American soldiers, signaling that the United States is prepared for a sustained and possibly escalating military campaign. The message was clear. This is not a one-off strike, but a broader strategy with defined goals, and it will not stop midway. Just one day after a reported joint operation with Israel, more than 1,000 locations inside Iran were targeted in coordinated strikes, according to claims surrounding the operation. The scale of the assault marks one of the most intense military escalations in the region in recent years. Among the most dramatic claims is that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, along with nearly 40 senior officials, was killed during the strikes. While these claims have sparked shockwaves across global political circles, independent confirmation remains a critical issue, and the situation on the ground is still evolving rapidly. Meanwhile, Israeli forces have continued operations across multiple areas, including the capital, Tehran. Reports indicate that several key installations have suffered damage, including Gandhi Hospital, a police facility, and the headquarters of the National Radio and Television Network. These strikes suggest that strategic infrastructure, both civilian and governmental, has been affected, raising serious concerns about humanitarian impacts and the potential for further escalation. The targeting of media and public service buildings could signal an attempt to disrupt communication channels and internal coordination within Iran. But Tehran did not remain silent. In swift retaliation, Iran launched counterstrikes targeting major Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv and Haifa. Explosions were reported in multiple areas, and air defense systems were activated as sirens echoed across urban centers. In the central Israeli city of Beit Shemesh, at least 9 people were killed, highlighting the deadly consequences of this rapidly intensifying conflict. The back-and-forth strikes are raising fears that what began as targeted military action could spiral into a prolonged regional confrontation. The conflict has also expanded beyond the immediate borders of Iran and Israel. Reports suggest that Iranian forces have targeted various installations linked to U.S. military presence across the region. Countries such as Qatar, Bahrain, Jordan, Oman, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates are reportedly among the locations where U.S. military bases or strategic facilities may have come under threat. If confirmed, this would mark a significant widening of the battlefield, potentially drawing multiple Gulf nations deeper into the crisis and increasing the risk of a multinational confrontation. The broader implications of these developments cannot be overstated. Energy markets are on edge, diplomatic channels are under immense strain, and global powers are closely monitoring every move. The Middle East has long been a region where local conflicts can quickly take on international dimensions, and the current situation appears to be no exception. Military analysts warn that continued strikes on both sides could trigger a cycle of retaliation that becomes increasingly difficult to control. Yet, amid the rising tensions, there is a complex twist. Prior to this latest escalation, President Donald Trump had expressed interest in engaging in talks with Iran's new leadership. This suggests that alongside military pressure, there may also be a diplomatic track, however fragile or uncertain it may be. Whether these strikes are intended to strengthen negotiating leverage or represent a complete breakdown of diplomatic efforts remains an open question. What happens next could reshape the region's future. Will this confrontation push both sides toward the negotiating table under intensified pressure, or will it ignite a broader war involving multiple regional actors? As missiles fly and statements grow sharper, the world watches closely. One thing is certain, the stakes have never been higher, and the coming days will be critical in determining whether this crisis escalates further or shifts toward a tense and uncertain diplomacy. Stay with us as we continue to follow every development in this rapidly unfolding story.